Alright. Here's the crash Titan front. There's the crash Titan middle. I have eyes on the forward section of the Titan, Ida. Considering the speed it would have hit the ground, damage isn't as bad as I would expect. Locate the middle section. I'm a little filled up here. It's gonna make any kind of maneuvering I need to do hard. I can see right into the middle section's hangar, Ida. It looks like it broke apart and hit the ground, which is probably the only thing that saved it from being flattened by the rear section. Alright. That's all 3 sections confirmed, Ida. I'm heading to the forward section to see if there's anything left of the warp field generator. That thing is our only ticket home. Be careful, Commander. The wreckage appears to be unstable and may collapse with minimal prompting. Okay. So we're gonna have to be careful because we allowed ourselves to get way too full. In fact, I may just drop some crap, to be honest. Like we can live without these plates right now. So let's take our weight down a little bit. Ammunition's okay. This guy's super full. Let's get rid of these plates. And we'll go ahead and get rid of these plates. We can always get more plates. I'm not worried about that. Let's see, is that fix my... Yeah. It's a little better. Alright, we're gonna leave the ship here because it can defend itself for the moment. Let's see what happens. I've reached the entry point to the wreckage. It looks like it leads to the crew quarters towards the warp field generator near the bow. Well, of course we're gonna loot along the way. Why would we not, right? Huh. Alright, maybe not that way. Maybe down here. What do we have? All the goodies. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That'll help build my next war machine. There's all the crew quarters here. No, I didn't mean to sleep. Dang it. Problem with that is now we might have spaceships coming in, and who knows how much fuel that used while we slept. Too much. Too much. Luckily, I did bring that. There we go. Which one are we connected to? This guy? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, I guess. I'm looking at the warp field generator, what's left of it at least. It's not good. The warp core housing and some of the fragments of the heat sink are destroyed. There should be a console in the engineering section with the operational logs of the warp drive, which should shine a light on what happened, Commander. Okay. I don't remember seeing the warp field generator, but okay. I'm picking up high radiation levels in the forward engineering section. I don't think I'll want to spend too much time in here or risk glowing in the dark. Let's fill up our oxygen real quick. No, I have fallen. Yes. Pretty high levels of radiation in here. Let's do this quick. I found the console. Ida appears to be intact, but it's got no power. No surprises there. Hit a few keys on the keyboard. Looks like the power's out completely. The reserves must be drained too. I'll have to run a cable from my suit's power supply like I did back on the Heidelberg. Connect. Charging. Battery status. Blah, blah, blah. I don't like the look of that warning. System logs. Logs incomplete. Read logs. Upload to external drive. I'm uploading drives to you, Ida. I don't feel like reading a technical data readout that won't make a lick of sense to me. I have no warp technician. Well, I'm glad you think highly of my skills, Commander. What makes you think that I'll know how it works either? I'm a strategic class AI, not a fleet class AI, blah, blah, blah. So there's nothing either of us can do with this console? Not necessarily, Commander. I can read the technician's logs and timestamped events and collate them into a report. The specifications of the warp generator, however, are logged behind several layers of programming blocks in my code. Whatever you can manage. It'll take some time. I'll forward the report to your PDA for you to read at your leisure. Okay, good. Son of a, I knew the power warning was bad. The console just zapped me when I pulled the power cable out. I'm sorry to hear that, Commander. However, it did reveal the Chief Engineer's console on the port side of the engineering section. I have highlighted it and on your heads up. Yes, ma'am. Sometimes I wonder who's in command around here. Certainly ain't me. How do we do on rads? We got 0.3. Alright, so we're fine. Just gotta figure out how to get up there now. It's over here. We'll take a short jump, then another short jump, and fall. I can see it now. Upper level looks like there's still some juice in the battery of this one. Probably woke up when the other console surged. Alright, we need to get up there. Here. Up here. And right here. Unauthorized access. Insert valid UCS personnel key into card reader to proceed. Looks like there's power, but the system seems to be locked. There's a slot here for a key card, but it looks like I've lucked out. It's empty. Of course, it couldn't be that simple. Ida, is there anything you can do? No, Commander. That console has been disabled until a valid personnel keycard is inserted into the card reader. You may be able to find a keycard in one of the crew's quarters, but it's unlikely that any crew member would have left his key in his room. Some bitch. Titan carried a crew complement of 168, Commander. One of them may have left their keycard in their room. Good luck. Serious? Are you for real? Search the crew quarters for a keycard. Are you for real, though? I mean, I'd have to find a container. So far, I've not found a container in any of these, right? I guess we're just gonna search. Hey, technician's bunk. This one has a glowy on it. Found a key card in one of the engineer's desk quarters. It looks like I'll be able to access the console after all. That's right. That's right. I got lucky. You're too hot. Apparently it's too hot wherever that was. Why is it so hot? Is the sun coming up over the moon? Or something? Either way, let's go. Insert the key into the proceed. Looks like power... yeah. Leave the console. What do you mean leave the console? Return to the engineering console. I'm here. We're dehydrating. Alright, we gotta get back into the ship, and that didn't trigger anyways. We need to go cool off real quick. Apparently, something... The temperature out here gets bad during the day. Cool off here real quick. How do we fix dehydration? Replenish your fluids. And of course, I never carry water on me, like at all. Oh, you know what? There it was. It put the key here. Huh. Good to know. feel like this is getting bad. Let's eat one of these. Let's hope that dehydration passes soon. Alright, there's the key. Now we can do this, huh? Okay, I'm back at the console with an ID card, Ida. Time for the moment of truth. If that card is valid, it's a serious breach of UCH protocol. Remember to make a note of the card's identification code. Insert card. Reading card data. Authorized user. Technician 49J Harper. Resume audio logs. Play personal logs. Time, blah, blah, blah. ID, Jack, Lieutenant, blah, blah, blah. Final auto logs. The coils are fused and the heatsink panels are starting to fracture. The emergency cooling system is overtaxed and the outer hull is starting to buckle from the temperature difference. We've already lost 2 engineers when the thruster on the lower deck burned out. The repellent lines vaporized them both. The warp core is damn well gone supercritical and there ain't nothing anyone can do to stop it. The chief's gone inside the drive housing to eject it before it blows the ship in half and has ordered the rest of us to hang her and off the ship. The bastard knows there's no coming back from there. It's a one-way trip. Hell, it's a war zone outside the ship, and knowing my luck, my transfer would be one to get hit. I might as well stay and make sure that the core gets purged, or else it won't matter for these poor bastards on the transports. Sorry, Melissa, it doesn't look like I'm making it back. Aw, I love you. End of audio log. He gave his life to make sure everyone else could escape. Yes, Commander. I finished compiling the warp door technical report, and it seems that Lieutenant Jack Harper and Lieutenant Commander Alex Lamar stayed behind to ensure the overloaded warp core was ejected and the rest of the drive was sabotaged. They did not survive. Alex. He was in a few of my classes in Fleet Academy. We both took the lieutenant's exam together. He was going for chief engineer, and I was going into security. Looks like we both got what we wanted. Have you found anything else in this console? None of relevance, Commander. I can confirm from the records that most of the crew in the forward section evacuated the hangar and boarded transports to leave the ship in the middle of combat. After the ship. I guess that's our next stop then. Remove that. Alright, so dehydration, 1 minute. It told me something. According to the reports, the crew of the Titan evacuated the ship using the transport and the ship's hangar. Make sure the hangar section of the MS Titan on your display. It's unlikely anyone would have filed a flight plan when the ship was under attack. Noted, Ida. We won't know until we look. Sorry I don't get to read all of that real quick. It goes by so fast, it's hard for me to read it all. Trying to get the gist of what they're saying as quick as possible. Alright, now it wants us to go there, and now we're on dehydrated. Let's see if this will pass. I don't think it will pass, so it's stuck at 1 minute and it's not really counting down, is it? Replenish your fluids. You replenish your fluids. Let's see if we can eat some food out of the fridge. Get our food back up at least. 56 seconds. This may be one of those deals where unless we treat it with the right treatment, it doesn't go away, in which case I'm screwed. But we'll see what happens. I don't want to have to fly all the way back to the planet for water. We'll know in the future to bring it with us, though. Holy crap. Alright, so now we're supposed to go to the middle section, huh? I'm sure there's more goodies to find here. There's things to pull off the ship, thrusters, and all the rest of that. But we'll do all that later when we need supplies. Right now we're in story mode. And on to the next part of the ship. 9 seconds. Let's see what happens at the end of this. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Organ failure. Oh, perfect. That's awesome. Do I have an organ failure? I can treat that. There we go. Okay, so definitely need water going forward when we leave. It's a good thing we had that trauma kit. That's all I can say. Hangar section. Alright. So if this is anything like vanilla, we're going to end up in a battle afterwards. Which is going to suck. Because this vehicle is not really rated for battle. Well, that's okay. Reach the hangar section. There doesn't appear to be any transport or wreckage of them, so I guess they managed to escape. I'm seeing a couple of consoles in here that could still work. They all appear to be quite badly damaged, though I'll have to check them all. And leave my ship to be attacked. And of course, we'll take all of the goodies here. So give me 6,000. You. There's a console there. Doesn't appear to be any power. That should be obvious considering the situation. Not seeing a socket. I can't hook my suit to it. Examine the console. There's a card reader. With a fuel cell and a UCH keycard, I should be able to activate the console. Okay, well then let's grab... We have the UCH keycard. Let's grab a fuel cell out of the ship, because I know we've got some. I'm going to take 5 just in case. Examine the console, insert the fuel cell, the screen lights up. Insert valid key card. Screen flashes and flickers. A couple well-placed kicks in the console fixes that problem. Blah, blah, blah. Rapiers were reassigned to Kronos due to limited deck space. Bunch of stuff, bunch of letters, bunch of stuff, bunch of letters. Flight plan registered. There's a registered flight plan. One of them had a registered flight plan. It could have been one that was already prepared, or the crew might have done it while loading. Access flight plan. Destination, Kronos fleet carrier. Looks like they evacuated to the Kronos. That doesn't really help me since I have no idea where the Kronos and the rest of the fleet are. Last place to check would be the rear section of the Titan. If the Xerax are watching any part of the ship, it'll be that one. I'll need to be extra careful. I could be stuck jetpacking home. I feel personally attacked. I feel personally attacked by that comment. Thank you very much. Not very nice. Let's take 4,000 of this. Boop. Can you tell me about the Kronos Ida? Considering size and importance, it sounds like it should have been the flagship of the fleet, not the Titan. Measuring blah blah in length, it acted the command center for the fleet. However, its sheer size and mass made it impossible to mount the warp field drive generator, which was better suited for the smaller MS Titan. I'm looking for goodies while they talk. Not really seeing them either. Yeah, this was a pretty simple. Later on, we'll bring a vehicle more suited for tearing these fuckers down, and we will take them all with us to build our own capital vessel. Though I don't think we're going to build a massive monster like we did in vanilla. I think this time we'll build something more like individual, but I want to get as many weapons on it as possible. All right, here comes the fun part. Okay, so something happened with the recording on this part, which is okay. We haven't got very far with it. But anyways, the next part came to the front here, and we need to find the ship's server room, which I've not had any luck with. I parked the ship in front of the ship and underneath here to give it a little protection, because guaranteed this is where things are going to go bad. But I've not had a lot of luck finding this server room. I've been all over this wreck so far. I've looted all the containers that I found. Supposedly, it says that you can find... Ida said that you should be able to find the server room above the port. Generator room, but if you look, I put a core on this. If you look at this, of course, generator's missing. So, that won't help. The other thing is that we're going to need to find a set of bridge, I think. If we look at this real quick to repair this console, it's going to want us to have a UCH keycard and a small optonic bridge, so we'll have to figure out... You have no oxygen. We have to figure out how to get a bridge. We may have to come back from the planet if that's the case, because just lucking onto a bridge may not happen. But we may be able to, like, melt some of this down, you know what I mean? I will take that, though. I was saying in the lost part of the recording that I'm having a hard time looting because I've been playing Valheim with my wife so much lately. Oh, wait, I think I found it. I found the console. Looks like it's already got a keycard in it, and the reverse power indicator light is lit up. Sweet. Anyways, I've been playing Valheim so much with the wife. They use control click to shift things between containers, and it's just screwed up my muscle memory bad. Blah, blah, blah. Welcome back. Technical Clio Mios. There are several problems that need your attention. Connection to databanks 115 through 211 lost. Connection to power rooms 1 and 2 lost. Connection to system core lost. No response from Ada. No response from the bridge. You have 5 unread messages. Good luck with launch tomorrow. Call me when you get back. Extended warranty is spam. Evac procedure. Who wrote this crappy dialogue? This isn't what I'm looking for. Where's the flight data and connections with the rest of the fleet? Unable to read. So unsupported or corrupted. Please verify integrity. Not again. Why can't these things just work? I'm not sure about this, Commander. It may have something to do with half the databanks having been blown out of the aft wall. I have a suspicion that causes problems with data retrieval, but I could be wrong. Unable to, blah, blah, blah. Commander, you'd better stop that. We won't be able to get anything out of the Titans if we keep doing that. I specialize in fleet security, not computer systems. I have no idea how to stop. I'll instruct you, Commander. You'll need to remove the cover of the console, pull out the optomic bridge, and slot 25H and connect your suit's data cable and diagnostic port for the next slot. Alright, you're the boss. Okay, I've hooked it up. Now, what should I do with this optomic bridge? Can I keep it? The system doesn't require it anymore, so I guess it makes no difference. I've convinced the system that I am Ada and that the disconnection from the fleet was due to the removal of the optonic bridge. Most of the system's data is corrupt, missing or isolated in the RAM or individual consoles. However, I'd like you to look at the screen as I access the personal records. Blah, blah, blah. Searching for Commander. No matches found. What the hell does that mean? I do not know. It is possible that your personnel file was corrupted or lost. You may have been stationed on an Apollon station and not part of the operational fleet. It's even possible you were sent by a UCH commander a year later, which would explain the time difference. Maybe for you, but the date time, remember, before waking up in the escape pod was the 24th of July, 2473, the day before the fleet was scheduled to leave. So there's still no answer as to how the hell I got here, and still no leads on where the hell the rest of the fleet went. The bridge console will likely have saved the fleet's heading if they were still operational at the time of the crash. The files on them will be heavily encrypted, and I'll not be able to access or transmit them until they're decrypted, which may take some time. More than usual, since Relay 451 will be moving out of observational range soon. So that will mean, it means that I'll be unable to see if or when any of the Xerox bases on the planet send an attack force. Blah, blah, blah. Exercise caution. Will do. Access the bridge. Activate the bridge's systems. Bridge systems usually require two-factor authentication. I should be able to use the server key and the text key card. Heading to the bridge now. Found the elevator up. We already found that. And then the bridge thing is here. Alright, here we go. Aside from being broken, this terminal has a pair of slots and two coded UCH key cards. I only have one key card, so I'll need to find another key card and some parts to repair the... I already have all that, but it's not on me, obviously. It's here. So I'll need to do that. Alright, blah, blah, blah. Examine the console. The damage isn't too bad. I should be able to fix it with 10 electronics, 3 optical fibers, and 1 computer. 10 electronics, 3 optical fibers, 1 computer. Gotta have that in here somewhere, right? Electronics look like this. I don't want all of that. I want 10. Can I just get 10? There's 8. There's 10. 1 computer. And then it was optical fibers. I don't remember how many, so I'm just going to grab 56 of them. Blah, blah. Examine the console. Repair the console. You carefully replace all the parts. Warning, damage to the system detected. Start in safe mode. Yeah, sure. Start in safe mode. Alright, I should stick the keycards in the slots. Blah, blah. Hey, Commander, I now have access to the command console system. The files on the terminal are encrypted and cannot be read or transmitted remotely until they've been unlocked. The content of the files should still be readable from the terminal. Please verify the relevant files are stored on that terminal. Run a system diagnostic. Can you see this? The fleet connection is either encrypted or corrupted. I thought I should be able to read the files even. I cannot access it. I can only access raw encrypted data, which I can still in the progress of decrypting. I would guess the files either corrupted to the drive or storing the files the one destroyed. Try one of the other directories. Access combat logs. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. The Titan is disabled as the bearer of the experimental warp field drive generator. It took the brunt of the prolonged, uncontrolled journey through hyperspace. As a result, the entire drive system, including the standard warp drive, has overheated to the point that the cooling systems can't keep up with it. An unknown alien fleet is approaching at combat speeds and ignoring all attempts at communications. Their ships clearly outclass and outnumber ours 2 to 1. It'll look like this will be the end of the Titan's maiden voyage. The decision has been made. We'll use the ship as a shield to draw the enemy's fire while the rest of the fleet withdraws. I've given the order for the crew to get the transports and head to the Kronos, whatever ship will take them. I'll board the last ship out after and make sure everyone else is out first. Going down to the ship is romantic and all, but it's one of those things I'd rather not do today. It takes the burden of command off my shoulders when everything's laid out before the first shot is even fired. I have time. We're 8 minutes into the first exchange with the enemy fleet. So far, we've lost 2 transports, the Heidelberg and the Edelman. The Hylane took a salvo of missiles across the starboard bow from one of those damn dreadnoughts. It's starting to falling towards the planet below and seems to be drawing as much fire as the Titan is. The Titan's listing in the opposite direction towards the moon, but our starboard artillery is playing hell on those bastards' corvettes because they've turned to sink what's left of the Hylane. Still 3 transports on the deck waiting to leave, and Chief Lamar is ignoring my evacuation order to purge the warp core, the goddamn fool. This is the final log, transmitting it to the RIA in case no one makes it off. There's only 4 ships staying behind, and they're waiting for us to evac before they jump. I authorize Lamar and Harper for posthumous promotions to Commander and Lieutenant Commander, respectively, if I don't make it. The Titan's flying dead stick. There's breaches on all decks, and we've lost the shields completely. The strain against the moon's gravity is tearing the front of the ship, so me and the rest of the bridge crew are headed for the last transport. Everyone get your helmet sealed now. This is Captain Lydia Mercer of the USH Titan signing off. Good luck and Godspeed. Now video. Displaying combat. Cameras A through blah blah blah. You watch the approach of Xerax fleet and engagement of the USH fleet on the ship combat record logs. The last transport leaves the crippled and heavily damaged Titan as it begins its descent towards the moon. The last transport changes course and enters the hangar of the Titan ship, the RIA. Moments later, the 2 remaining USH achieve warp speed and vanish. I just watched a video recording of Philippe's warp out of the system of 2 ships. Do you think you could calculate their destination speed by the angle of where they went? It's possible. I will need a file from the ship's computer before I can provide a definitive answer. But, what is it? My apologies. I failed to detect the launch of Xerax Forge's... Excuse me. Uh-oh. Heavy bombers just launched. Light transport of squadron troopers. Several more minutes. Roger that. Remove the key cards. Can't pull them out. Screw it. Don't have time for this. They'll have to stay there. Leave the console. Alright, where's my ship? Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Aha! You didn't expect that, did you? Heavy bomber. Gotta get out. Gotta get out. Stuck. Why am I stuck? Down. Forward. Out. Anybody else? Apparently there is. Screw you, bomber. Ugh, this thing is so full of loot right now. It's a pig. Alright, where are you? Alright, we give chase here. You fly funny. Where'd he go? There he went. Come on back. Come on back. Come on. Yeah. Turn. I think the other bomber already got killed, but it didn't register. All right, here come. Oh, nope, there's two. There's two of them. Come on. Come on. I think that one might be stuck, actually. Let's help this one out just in case, shall we? I think we took care of one of them. Maybe. Come on. Yeah, good thing we put these on the ship, huh? Let's just make sure. Pretty sure he's dead. No, he's not dead. They're still shooting at him. Let's finish him off here. He's dead. Straighten it up. No, what got happened to him? He got stuck or something. Alright, that's that. Didn't take... I've taken out the bombers, Ida. Seem like they were actually trying to destroy the Titan. I believe you may be right, Commander. The connection with the Titan's bridge system was interrupted while you were engaging the enemy. It's likely the Titan systems were their true goal, but the attack was a diversion. Did you at least manage to download the fleet logs before you were disconnected? I'm afraid not, Commander. The files were loaded onto a physical drive and wiped from the Titan's databanks. They will not be able to transmit them in their encrypted state. So not only have we lost the lead on our fleet's heading, information has fallen into enemy hands. We couldn't have screwed this up better. The files are heavily encrypted. It'll take time for the Xerox to make use of them. We still have a chance to retrieve them before they're decrypted and transmitted, by which point it will be too late. The safety of the fleet lies in our hands, Ida. Let's not screw this up. Alright, now we move on to the next one. The plan to retrieve the secure log of the crashed Titan failed when a stealth team invaded the wreckage under the guise of an attack. Now with the precious data, they could lead us to the location of the fleet survivors in the hands of the enemy. The only hope left is to invade the radar station and steal the data back before they can decrypt it. Okay. Can you track the team that stole the data from the Titan, Ida? I've tracked the transmissions towards a large, ornate radar complex not far from your position. It's also the only facility on the moon capable of decrypting and transmitting data from the Titan. What can you tell me about this radar station, and how long do you think it'll take them to crack the encryption? Look at all these goodies. The facility has no external defenses, but it's surrounded by a number of standalone defense towers designed for anti-air combat. I'm unable to estimate the strength of the computer system, so it could be an hour or a month for them to decrypt the Titan data. The station itself appears to be well fortified. However, satellite imagery from the Polaris achieved archives indicates a great deal of traffic in and out of outlying. Understood that. I'll keep that in mind if I can't just bust through the front entrance. Plotting a course to the radar station now. Good luck, Commander. Okay, so that means that our next thing is we need a attack vehicle of some kind, I think. So we really need to start talking about that. So I think what I'm going to do before I leave is I'm going to go grab all of the major, melt down all the major systems in the Titan, like any of the um, large thrusters or any of that stuff, anything that can give me the good stuff. And then we'll start talking about either spawning in the gunship from the vanilla game, or making a new one, or adding to this one. This one is just not really made for battle. This one's made for hauling. So we'll probably go with something different. You know what I mean? So that said, I think that's where we're at. While we're cruising our way back home, just wanted to show you the haul here. Let's do it this way. We'll go player. So we got a detox kit, some multi-boost, Eva boost. We got 2 of these undelivered cargoes to be turned in, a pulse rifle. And then on this side, got a bunch of ammo here. We got a ton of parts, like 766 motors, 74 advanced electronics, just optical fibers out the yin-yang, tons of electronics. We got a bridge, 202 computers, 602 more of those. There's a bunch of plates and stuff here. We got 128 flux coils. I gotta melt this down. A bunch of fuel and stuff like that. And then of course this one was still empty, so just a ton of stuff. So it was a pretty good haul. Pretty good haul, all in all. So I'm gonna actually try to get over the house before, because we are heavy. We're running heavy right now. And yeah. So pretty good haul.